But I will say there are certain warning signs that you can see in people that make it very easy to understand if they would betray you or not.
Like what?
If I'm with a guy and he complains he's hungry and there's no food, and I say, well, there's no food yet, we'll eat later. And then he spends the next 3 hours bitching about being hungry, I get a red flag. I'm like, bro, you ate this morning. It's 4 p.m. and all you're talking about is food. I don't like that. That's weakness. That signals to me I don't like it. If I see dudes who are desperate to get laid all the time, desperate for women, that's an even bigger warning sign. Because a starving man will do anything for food. A starving man will do anything if there's a buffet ahead of him. When men are desperate for women or desperate to get laid all the time, that's the guy who tries to talk to your ex. That's the guy who tries to talk to girls. Those guys. I don't like those kind of people. Anyone who's desperate for anything, anyone who shows a lack of emotional regulation, anyone who shows a lack of physical control. I don't like fat people. I'm sorry. I just don't like fat people because they have no self-control. You have no self-control and you have no discipline. That's clear. You have no motivation, no determination. That's clear. You can't stop putting things in your mouth to live longer and be a respected member of society. So I don't like you.
No.
I mean,
what if they're a billionaire?
I'm sure there's lots of fat billionaires. That's fine. I'm not saying they can't be successful. I'm saying that if I have to create my reality, I would argue that if I had me and my 6 friends all in perfect physical condition and we had one really fat guy, I would argue the fat guy would break first. I would just argue he has less self-control. Maybe I'm wrong. Of course, exceptions exist. Exceptions don't disprove the rule, but they exist.
He might be brilliant in a lawsuit.
Of course.
He might be a legal guy.
Absolutely. But I'm just talking general because I'm general, right? I mean, everyone's guilty until proven innocent in the world.
Except you.
Well, I'm innocent until proven guilty. But when you're creating your friendship circle, you have to, well, I do. I assume the worst about people until they prove otherwise, right? So if I meet a really obese guy and he proves to me that he's actually a serious soldier, then of course I will take it on board and learn. But my first impression is X, Y, Z. And he's given me that impression by his own decisions. So I would argue like a man who's obese and physically unattractive, if my ex who's a 10 were to come on to him primarily because she wants to upset me, he's more likely to betray me because he doesn't get attention from those kind of women, as opposed to a man who gets attention from those kind of women all the time. He's less likely to damage a friendship for something which is so common because value is derived from scarcity. Of course, these are all just assumptions. But